Welcome back, folks, to Pigs TV. I'm your host, Pigs, as usual. So, should we see what we've got in our... Oh, we got Mexico. At least it's done an expert, so we can't be that bad. We know it's definitely motorways, so I forget what the asterisk does. Start with one motorway, no further motorways are offered. Well, that was a bit like yesterday, where, in fact, I didn't get any motorways, did I? It was like, what? I think it was yesterday. Loop de loop. Start with 4 roundabouts. So, because we start with a roundabout, let's preempt that roundabout being sort of used, if you like. I mean, we could do that. We won't get any rounds. Well, we might get something round here, but very much doubt that'll be I don't mind something over there. I think in the early, it's best to not force it to produce too many houses. Like, you're going to get 2 anyway, like we've got here. But we want it where we want it where it doesn't produce that much. I'll come up here. I can take that out now. We'll do an act there. In fact, actually, we could probably do a double. Yeah. So remember, in the first week, we should get 2. It's very unusual to get more than 2. Now I'll put this up there. I could put it down, but remember, I don't want to put this downwards because of the gap in. It's normally about. Well, you're going to have one gap because you always have what I call the little nipple that comes out here, but we don't want them to put them right next to there. I'm not too worried about this house. I know somebody was inquiring why I wasn't connecting them up, but they're not really. It's not really doing anything, so it's not doing any harm, if you like. They're only wanting 1 anyway. It will go to a bigger business because there's no small town charm on this. Right then, so if we're gonna use this now, I will also put that up there, and I'll also put that down there. Also connecting that one up there, and them 2 is a line. But I don't want that to. It's also all about, like here, what I've tried to do is I've tried to block it off building more. I mean, we can always do that, so it can. Now it's sort of. We're in the first week. It's unusual there's 3 there in the first week, but it's not unheard of, if you like. Tunnels on this. Definitely tunnels. Now I'm going to produce that. You see what I mean by this nipple. Now we'll see what I said by if we don't push these away, we get this. Now this one is the one that's going to be the problem. Not at the moment, but in the future, because it's so Oh, and see, now we've got a bigger business there because they've got more going to it. This isn't too bad. This is a nice curve. We've got enough to satisfy it anyway. I shouldn't think of too much of an issue. I will take the roads where see, we definitely don't want nothing into that. We want to command this position here and say, no, no, no. I need to not block it off though, but I don't want anything around here that's too... Well, it won't do anything on this line, and I think it needs to... I'd rather have that one down there. That one, again, doesn't need to be connected. It's not doing much. I suppose it would take that one first, wouldn't it? Because it is closer. We could almost argue the point that doing this down here would be beneficial. Not that it's going to do anything. I'm just going to do that for now. Leave that one. Right. We've got... We don't think we can get another one. Well, we can get it there. Don't particularly like it, but it may serve the purpose of allowing that to happen. Another roundabout and tunnel. I think it's tunnel. I might prep up this. I don't particularly like it like that, but it will serve the purpose of allowing me to have that back again. And I've already got a tunnel anyway, so that's perfectly fine. Right, I'll ditch that one. Right, let's do what we did before and just... We will be able to do that because it's just over this dark patch. But if we did it over this one, it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't allow it to do it. That's fine. What I'll do is I'll prep up this here. So nothing can go around it. Because it's flipping annoying if it does. And then obviously that can go through the tunnel. So I've got the tunnel there, but I'm waiting just in case. I could probably get this road back as well. What that makes things slightly more complicated. Although let's wait for Sunday. I get half the amount though if I get no, go for the tunnel. Actually, it might be worth doing that. Or it may be worth doing that. Expands the spot, don't allow that to be. I have got the second tunnel. Right, let's go and wait for that to go off. And then we'll put this onto here, and then we got the motorway back. Right, so we've got that now. Diagonally put them. We've got to be careful because this has the potential to upset the apple cart. And by that, I've got a tunnel here that I've run out. Damn. Right, that's there. We just want one more. Just take that because I don't think that'll. That will go there. That will go there. That will go there. I'll take that out. This probably needs to be redirected to be over there, to be honest. Which I'll do that. That'll leave the orange free. This is going to come back in a minute to me. Oh, well, we've got this one as well. Oh, 40 tiles of roundabout. Let's have the 40 tiles. How can I utilise these? I'll tell you what, how I will utilise them. I'll just break that off. Yeah, that's fine. This one could still be used. Let's have that yellow going in there. You lot can come that way. It's still questionable how am I going to sort of use all this lot here? I have a strange feeling that these two are going to start getting busy, which means I'm going to have to potentially steal the... Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's not too bad. Take them off. See what I mean by it's getting busier. But how do I connect them? I can't. I just can't, can I? Because I could get this one to connect in. Right, I'm going to... roundabout traffic lights. It's going to be the traffic lights this time. If I'm doing that, I don't really need this, do I? Whoa, horsey. Whoa, horsey. Is there any way to get them up there without and bypass this for this one? Not really. Where's this going? This was going in there. That could... In fact, that could actually have the roundabout that I've just got rid of, which would make that slightly better. Is that then worth doing that? I'm not too sure, but I'm going to do it anyway. That then bring that up as a better curve, because that then prevents it going in there. We only get one. I'm on the opinion that I just have to connect this into here at the moment, on the grounds that I need to solve this one here. This one is causing an issue. There's definitely enough tiles that would come round from this one. Right, so that's freed that one now. Oh, well, that one's a relatively easy connection. Roundabout. Stick a roundabout on there. Break that connection. Let this come down here. Right, what we'll do is we'll fix it both in there. Right. I'm going to shorten this. That then allows them to go into that. Oh, we have another one on there. That's a pain. I should have... Right, I'm going to... This might absolutely backfire. That could go to there. Or to there might be a better one. That to there. I can take this out. Which means I can do that. Right, pause that. Get rid of this. I'll leave all that. But what I'm going to do is just do... into... Shut up. Oh, come on. Come on. Yep. Bastard. Hmm. That one, that one, that one. could be for that one. That's now broke that one, and they'll just go down there. That one, I'll have the tunnel, and I'm going to do pause. Break that one. The problem is these. I could get that one up there because I can do that and that. I was worried about this yellow here. Definitely worried about the yellow now. It's absolutely going ballistic. I don't think that's enough to cover the yellow though. That's the problem. $1,600 that. That is gonna be. That's probably the. Well, I'm saying that's the one that's gonna fail. I can't move that now at all. That's done. That is what it is. There's no way I could get a roundabout in there. It won't allow me to. See, so I can't get one in. That's not going to work. I think this is more like the end of... Not an easy one, this one, especially when you only have one motorway to be able to go through. Yeah, that orange is going to fail. It's either going to be the... Yeah, there we go. One of the... I wouldn't say one of the first ones, but I thought the magenta was going to be the one that was going to fail. But, you know, I'm not too disappointed with that. Bearing in mind that, yes, I had roundabouts, but I only had one motorway. So it's very difficult. And the tunnel's getting... You can't obviously put a motorway over the tunnel in real life. You can. So, you know, it could snake around or something like that. I mean, you know... Who knows what they're going to do in August? Whether they're going to have a motorway that you can sort of have a branch where you can have a long motorway from one end to there and then split it in the centre. Well, not so much split it, but have another point in the centre to be able to drag and have another connection. So it's still a motorway, but it sort of loops and goes off. Or goodness knows what they're doing. But I still hope they allow us to, do our own maps. But we'll see what they're allowed to do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Like I say, if you want to like and subscribe, liking is so important for channels like myself. So if you do me the honour and like it, if you do like it, and you can always comment or be a subscriber. It's always nice to hear. But don't forget, go to pigstv.com. You can see what's coming up. It's all free, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.